Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Tom. Welcome back to a brand new video and a brand new episode of my MotoGP 17 Rider Career Mode. We are here for the finale of Season 2 in the Moto 2 class, and next season we're moving up to MotoGP. But the question is, will we be moving up as a Moto 2 World Champion or as a Moto 2 runner-up? So we're going to jump straight into today's episode with the two tracks that we're going to be racing at, Sepang and Valencia. So let's try and have a couple of good races here and really bring home the World Riders Championship. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the first race at Malaysia for qualifying. Right, Sepang, a F1 circuit, so let's see how the bike behaves, and hopefully we can have a good qualifying. In the last episode, the qualifying wasn't particularly great, and luckily I had a good race pace in both tracks, but hopefully the qualifying pace is a little bit better here today, and we can try and do some damage and get ourselves high up on the grid. Okay, so end of lap 1, it's been a pretty okay lap, 1.6 off the pace in the third sector, and as we come across the line, it's going to be 2 seconds off, and I lost a whole second in the third sector, so let's try and improve on our second lap here. Okay, end of lap 2 has been a much better improvement, and I'm just under a tenth shy. I've had a pretty scruffy final sector, but here we go, up to the line. What is the improvement going to be? Up to P8, 6 tenths off the pace, so let's try and go for it one more time, but right now, it's feeling pretty damn good, and I'm just going to try and see if I can improve on this lap, because I think if I hook a perfect lap up, I've definitely got pole position if I get it right. Okay, into the final corner now. I was half a second down in the first sector, but that's been so good. I've pulled it back until the third sector. The fourth sector's been a much better one this time around, so let's see if I do improve. As we come across the line, is it pole? Not quite. 3 tenths off, but I feel like one good lap and I'm going to hook it up here, so let's try and make it this lap. Okay, get past Agata. They're picking up a nice little toe. I'm half a second up in the third sector. This is going to be a lap, bit of a hook up the final corner, so let's try and find the braking point. Let's not let Agata back up my inside. He's going to try and look for it. I'm going to run a little bit deep in the final corner because of it, but let's pick up the traction. This lap should be good enough, hopefully, for first place. As we run it to the line, taking the shortest possible run. Do we get pole position? Yes, we do, by 2.5 tenths, and there we go. We've bagged it on pole for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Now, let's look at the final qualifying results. Right, there we have it then. The final qualifying results are in, and I'm on pole position for the penultimate race of the season, and crucially, Oliveira is down in P5, so right now, things are looking pretty good for us in the race, and we can convert this pole position into a possible race win. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the race.
The bikes have taken their places on the grid, and the light is about to go out any second now. This is when the riders have to clear their minds completely, so they can give it everything they've got.
Right then, it's Malaysia. The penultimate round of the season, 4 red lights. It's going to be lights out, and away we go, reacting to the start lights. Just trying to get a good start here, powering through the gears. It's not been too bad actually, one of my better starts compared to the recent races, just sort of hitting chassis there with Morbidelli. As we go into turn 1 for the first time, I'm going to pick up the inside line, which is absolutely crucial for this first corner. Let's try and make our way through here, not get picked off by too many guys. I really want to hold on to my position here. P4 is pretty good. Oliveira's had a great start up into P2 here, so we've got to try and follow these guys. Marquez in P3, Luti up into first place, so pretty good through there, screeching the rear tyre out. 5 laps here at Malaysia, a pretty long circuit for MotoGP terms, as we get overtaken up the inside by Marcel Schrotter. These 3 guys in the lead are going a bit wide. I'm going to switch back underneath here to try and get past Marini. We've got Baldassari also making a move here. Let's go around the outside through this left-hander. Can we pull it off? I'm going to squirt the power on a little bit. There we go. Nice move there, recovering a few places. Going to take the inside line, and there we go. Back up into P5. Now let's go and chase after Baldassari and also the leading pack, which is where I want to be. Oliveira's now the man up front, so that's not good news for me in the championship. Oh, the back end, and the bike is wanting to jump at me there. Too much curb on the inside, but here we go into the hairpin for the first time this race. Let's try and pick up the inside line, avoid any dive bombs from behind. Squirt the power on nice and early. Baldassari and Lutin to get a little bit fasty, a little bit of personal contact, but we've got past Baldassari in the process. He's going to go back up my inside. I'm going to switch back underneath him here, squirt the power on. Also Luti as well, barge him out of the way, get the elbows out. And now Marquez is in the lead as we get a good run through here. Nice bit of speed. This is where I'm pretty good, because I do gain a bit of time on the AI. And we're now going to just drag the bike down to the apex for the penultimate corner. Squirt the power on, and there we go. Let's try and get into the toe of my teammate and try and re-overtake these 2 guys to retake my starting position and make our way through. Here comes Oliveira. He's looking for a move on Marquez, I think. Going to pick up the brake zone for the final corner. He's going to go up the inside of Marquez. He's going to be very close. I'm going to pick up the inside line. Very different line to these guys. Squirt the power on, taking a much narrower, shorter line. And here we go then. I'm up into second place. I think Alex Marquez is behind me. There he is. He's alongside me, so he's picking up the toe on Oliveira. I'm going to try and pick up the toe on Marquez. And here we go, into turn 1 for the second time this race. I think I've got Luti at my inside. I'm going to take a shallower apex line. These guys seem to like the wide line into the slow corners. I'm going to take the sort of shallow line. Luti's at my inside. Oliveira and Marquez is all scrapping it out for first place there. And my bike just wanted to step at me in the rear tyre. Really fighting me there, but Luti's made the move. I'll drop down to P4 for now. Okay, let's try and make a move on Luti here. Nice bit of speed into that left-hander. I've had a great run through there, getting past the Swiss rider. And now let's try and look for Marquez and Oliveira. Oliveira's back up into first place. Luti's on my inside. He's going to try and squeeze me out, force me out wide. I'm going to squirt the power on them. I'm having absolutely none of it. And I'm going to hold on to P3. So let's try and chase these guys ahead of us now. Pick up a braking point in the final corner. And try and make a possible move on them very soon, as they're going to go for the wide line into the final corner. I'm actually going to follow them this time to try and pick up better straight line speed down the pit straight, but I'm going to get a much tighter exit. Hopefully that helps me as we go on to lap 3 of 5.5 past the halfway point of the Grand Prix. So let's try and make a move on these guys, as I really want to get first place here, or at least not fall too far back from Oliveira, as Luti's at my inside again into turn 1. I'm going to just cut back underneath him just like that. Nice move there. And that back up into P3. Or not, because Luti's just gone back up my inside again. Right, let's got the power on. Short shift to third. Keep it tight on the curb. Bring the nose in, and there we go. Now we're in P3. But Luti's going to try and go for the dive again into turn 4, I think. So let's cover the inside a little bit. We've got Marini making a move. So Marini making great progress this race up into P4. So doing a good job there on a slightly inferior bike. But here we go. Into this swooping left-hander where I seem to gain a lot of time on these guys. I'm going to go up the inside of Luti there, get the elbows out, barge him out of the way, and now once again we're behind Oliveira and Marquez. And now let's try and actually approach these guys and forget about what's behind us, because it's starting to frustrate me now as Marquez looks for the inside on Oliveira there, but my teammate's having none of it. He knows what's at stake. So here we go. Let's try and look for a possible move on the brakes into the hairpin. Marquez is going to go up the inside of Oliveira. I'm going to take a nice tight line, nice and shallow. And now let's try and go for the move here. I like this corner because it does suit my bike and my riding style. So here we go. We're going to bring it in for a late apex. Squirt the power on, and this is it. This is the one. This is the corner that I've been waiting for a long time. Nice and tight. Oh, I've tapped Oliveira there. That was risky. But we made it work. We're up the inside of Marquez, and now looking for a move on Oliveira possibly as we go onto the back straight. Marquez still on the inside incredibly though. Let's try. Oh, I've just caught ties with him. That's not going to help me one bit. Right, let's pick up a toe on Marquez here. Luti's looking dangerous behind me, but I'm going to try. Take a bit of a different line into the final corner here. I'm going to come in very hot. Barge my teammate out of the way. And I'm going to take first place. So a very aggressive move there. And getting the elbows out in quite a dirty fashion, but I've made the move work, and I'm up into the lead of the race. And now I want to try and pull away in these last 2 laps to really get the gap out, because I don't want to get caught up in any more unnecessary kerfuffles or overtakes, as these 3 guys got my inside. Look at that, in stereo, in sync, and I just take the narrow inside line. But Luti now up my inside. Luti just won't let me go this race. He really doesn't want me to get ahead of steam up front. So Luti, they're re-overtaking me. I'm going to take a much nicer line this time through turn 3. These 2 guys behind me are going to go up my inside undoubtedly into turn 4. So let's just try and take my line into this corner nice and tight on the apex. Squirt the power on. Just get past my teammate just about there. And now through here, let's get really close to Luti. Keep it tight. Squirt the power on. There we go. Right, now I really want to try and pull away. So let's get the power on and let's try and focus. Fastest lap of the Grand Prix to go on to the last lap of the race. It looks like I'm on for a race win here, unless something goes horribly wrong in this last lap of the race. Okay, into the final corner for the final time this race. Let's pick up the apex. I think, or it's safe to say, that I'm going to come through to win the Malaysian Grand Prix. And wow, that is a big race win. And with 1 race to go, that's really put me in the driver's seat for the World Riders' Championship. And you could say, unless Oliveira has an absolutely spectacular final race and I have an absolute calamity, I am right in the rider seat for the last race of the season. But speaking of that, we're going to jump straight into it now for the last race of the season and see exactly what goes down in Valencia. Right, this is it. It's the last qualifying session of the season for Season 2 in Moto 2, and I'm very much looking forward to it, and hopefully we can end off our season on a high. I've got 15 points to my teammate Oliveira in the Riders' Championship heading into this race, so it should be pretty comfortable as long as we have a decent race to win the championship. So, first of all, let's take care of qualifying and see exactly how far up the grid we can put our bike for the race. So without further ado, let's jump straight into qualifying. Okay, so at the end of my first lap, it's okay, 9 tenths off the pace in the third sector, and across the line it's 1.1 off for P11, but I feel I've got a lot of time in the bag here to improve. Okay, so Marcus improves on his lap as he goes even faster still. Meanwhile, at the final corner, I'm on a pretty good lap, only a tenth off in the third sector. Across the line is an improvement, yes it is, 3 tenths off, up into P6, so I'm getting really quick around here, but do I think I can get enough for pole? I'm not sure. Okay, so my last few laps have been a little bit rubbish. This is lap 5 now. I'm 3 tenths down in the third sector. Will I improve across the line? Not quite. Still 6 tenths down. I can't really improve. I'm struggling. So I think this might be my finishing position if I don't improve. At the final corner, lap 6. I'm literally 3/4 of a tenth down in the third sector. Do I improve in the final? No, I don't. I can't get this lap. I'm going to try one more time and that is it. I'm 3 tenths down in the third sector. I don't think this is going to be an improvement unless my final sector was godly, which it was pretty good, but I don't think it'll be enough to improve. And no, it wasn't. So there you go. P6 for qualifying in the final race of the season, and we're now going to jump into the race.
Here at Valencia's Ricardo Tormo circuit, everything ready now, and in the riders' minds, there's room for one single thought: getting to the finish line first.
Right then. Last race of the season, Oliveira's P4, I am P6 I believe, and that's out and away we go. Let's try and go for it here. Pretty okay start, nothing spectacular off the line. I'm still in P7 though, make that P8 though, now back to P7 again as we go into turn 1. Let's try and pick up an inside line, not get dived by everybody behind us, and there we go, it's been a pretty good start. Holding P7 quite nicely as we now go into the brake zone of turn 2, picking up an inside line again, right behind Baldassari here. Got to keep a keen eye on Oliveira this entire race now, because whatever he does, we've got to try and match. There's 15 points in the difference, so we should be pretty comfortable. We just got to keep him in our sights, basically. I got a good run on Baldassari here. Could I possibly got the inside on the brakes? That'd be quite good if I did. There we go, up the inside. Nice move. Oliveira's out wide with Lutti and Passini there. I'm going to go on the outside of Passini. Oh, that's a good move. Up the inside of Lutti possibly. Can I get it? I'm going to look on the brakes. Come on, let's get the move. I'm running a bit hot though. Lutti's going to cut back on me. Baldassari also getting back on me there. But there we go, up into P5. And now let's try and cut the inside, cover the inside from Baldassari, not let him cut my inside there. And we're now in 5th place. So right now, it's looking pretty damn good. Baldassari is still looking for my inside here. And Lutti's gone down. Lutti's gone down right in front of us. Huge crash into the final corner. Baldassari's made the move. I've tapped his rear tyre. Here we go then. Let's squirt this KTM machine and really get the straight line speed out of it here. And look at the speed difference we have over Baldassari here as we overtake him for 4th place. Getting it slowed down on the brakes for turn 1. Oh, it's 3 wide with Passini as well. This is really, really tense. Barging Passini out of the way as I come back onto the racetrack. Passini and Baldassari both making it very challenging for me. They've both made the move. I'm going to cut back underneath Passini though. Get the elbows out, take the inside line through here. Very nice move. And now up the inside of Baldassari. There we go, forcing our way through. Nice move there. P4, both Mark VDS bikes in the lead. Oliveira's going to need to pass both of them to try and get the points difference to me. But right now, it's pretty comfortable. If you get 25 for a win, I believe I'll be on like 12 points now. So I've still got the championship wrapped up. So I just got to try to fall off my bike and hold station and take it very easy and watch Oliveira do what he's got to do. Right, we're slowly catching up to Oliveira, and Marcus has the fastest lap of the race, but I think he may have just got trumped by my fastest lap as I've had a pretty good run through. I've actually got a penalty for that, so that's a bit harsh. I've got a penalty for cutting turn 1, I think, which is a slightly harsh penalty, but overall 8 tenths won't hurt us too badly. We have got a gap to the guys behind, so it's pretty comfortable, but those 8 tenths are not very nice and not very welcome at all. That's a very harsh penalty in my opinion. Just doing my thing here, staying on the back of Oliveira, keeping it very comfortable in P4 and doing exactly what I need to do. Just need to do no more mistakes now and no more silly corner cut penalties. But so far, it's pretty good. The Mark VDS bikes are probably going to take home a 1-2. My pace is good, but it's not great. Like, I don't think I could actually win this race. I'm not fast enough, but I'm comfortable enough and fast enough to hold on to P4 and possibly overtake Oliveira, but other than that, it's pretty comfortable, and I think as long as no more dramas occur, we're bringing this home in P4. Okay, here we go, then picking up a toe on Oliveira. I'm going to pull to the outside, let him take the inside line for turn 1. Like I said, I'm not crazy about passing him. I'd love to pass him on merit just to cement the fact home that I'm going to be the world champion, but at the same time, I don't want to make anything stupid because the Constructors' points are valid and the Constructors is on the line here, so I'll make a nice easy move up the inside. I've got a bit more of a time penalty though for the middle of a corner cut, which is a bit harsh again, so that's not going to help me at all, but 1.7, I think I should be okay to the gap behind. So right now it's just me versus Oliveira. Basically Oliveira's trying to fight me back here, and it's going to be KTM versus KTM and Mark VDS versus Mark VDS, I think, till the end of the race. Okay, then final couple of corners for the final time this season. Let's try and bring it home. I think we've got enough of a gap behind to not have to worry about the penalty, as Oliveira's looking for a move up my inside at the final corner. And here we go then, the Mark VDS bikes are going to take home a 1-2. I'm going to come through to win the World Riders' Championship and take a podium as I wheelie it across the line. And there we go. It's a 3rd place finish in the last race of the season with a massive wheelie, and overall a great season. And I'm now the World Riders Champion. As you can see there, finishing ahead of the guys behind me. Luckily the penalty didn't influence us too badly, so there we go. Oliveira's going to take 3rd place from us, but it's not a big issue because we take home 4th place and the World Riders Championship. And here is confirmation as we win it by 12 points ahead of our teammate there. So really good stuff. A great race here in the last race of the season. Also last time in Malaysia, a crucial win to really set ourselves up here for this last race of the season. But now the question is, where to in terms of our future? Because obviously there'll be a few contract offers for MotoGP, so you have to wonder, where are we going for next season? I have a preference, but you'll have to find out in the next episode. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this final episode of Moto2 and the finale of Season 2. And if you did, then please leave a big thumbs up on the video down below. Let's see if we can try and smash 75 likes for the finale. And also, if you're around here, why not subscribe to my channel for future content and other F1 content such as this. But overall, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed the video. And I thank you ever so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.